Okay, so recently I have interviewed a speech and language pathologist and administered a functional behavioral assessment. In the interview with the speech and language pathologist, I learned that they use standardized batteries assessments such as the CASL, the CASL, and the Goldman Crystal test for formal assessments. Usually these are done when they're working on a full evaluation on the child. They also perform informal and descriptive types of assessments. They assess for receptive and expressive vocabulary. So anything with syntax. They assess pragmatics. They assess grammar skills and a lot of oral comprehension. All this information is used to write goals, and the goals drive the services. When they're working with the child with ASD, they look at what the goal is and they go based on that, on what was the annual goal for the student. They also collaborate with OT, with APE, school psychologists, and special ed and the classroom teacher. They use things that are in the general education class to work on as they're providing the services. They also work with parents. They collaborate with parents to find what the child needs, not only in school, but also at home. The parents work with them daily so they could give a lot of feedback on what they're seeing and what is working or what isn't working for the child. For the functional um, assessment, for the functional behavior assessment, I've learned that interviews is very important. Um, you could interview parents, service providers to get a full picture of what the student is, um, the student's behavior is, and when it's happening. Um, with the teacher, that they see them in the instructional environment, and they could pinpoint when these behaviors are occurring. If it's during a certain time of the day, if it's happening when they're doing group activity, if there's something in the environment that's triggering the behavior. Parents can give information on how they behave at home and if they have that same behavior at the house, or is it just at an academic setting. Um, Through observations, you can fill out an ABC form, which is the antecedent, behavior, and the consequence, to determine what is triggering the behavior and what the behavior is, and look at the frequency and duration, and what's the consequence. What are they getting from the behavior? From this, you could plug it into the functioning behavior matrix to see if the student is seeking attention, or they're avoiding some type of attention, or if it's something that the student is trying to get out of, or it could be a sensory condition, maybe something in the environment is triggering the behavior, so either they're trying to avoid some situation, or they trying to gain something from the behavior. Um, I think overall, I found that rating scales are very important. I think with the rating scales, you could uh, get some more information from all the uh, adults that work with the child in order to get a full picture. I think it's key to have many observations of many different environments to determine what is causing the behavior and what's the antecedent and what is the consequence they're getting. Only then can you come up with the plan to replace the behavior for the child and have a better environment at school. Okay, thank you.